Hello to the folks who are watching this on YouTube. I go by Sfeel with a knife, and today I am taking you back in time to a time when Pokemon was just marketed everywhere. Not just in like the hype where we see like the cards per se now and the video game franchise and like obviously like there's lots of niche Pokemon stuff still today. There's lots obviously, but I'm talking like the main. Let's talk about in the Western world here where we live. There's just basically like when you say Pokemon, most people think the cards, the anime, or the games. Over here in the Western world, we're talking about. So back in the day, there was actually a time when Pokemon was being approached by quite a few different toy makers and accessory makers, and they were offered contracts to these independent companies. Well, I don't know if independent companies is the right word, but I might be blowing smoke there. But that these companies they got trademarked from with the permission to use the Pokemon brand and then market it and to the general public, and that led to some pretty cool creations. It just feels like it's frozen in time. Some of these niche things, like they had little skateboards. Not the company that made these marbles themselves didn't necessarily make some of the toys I'm talking about, but yeah, there's ones that like they made little mini skateboards like the Tech Decks and stuff, and then there's stamps, there's erasers. I got a lot of them. There's yo-yos, there's pencils. Obviously, there's every accessory you can think of. There's little they're like you name it. There's that. I'm looking at right now. I have if it's easier for me to talk about exactly when I have it in front of me, like my collection, but just to name things. But in front of me, also have some little stamp rollers that, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Hasbro made them. Take a quick look here. Have them too. Or no, not Hasbro. Tommy, right? Tommy. Yeah, you can see there the Nintendo 1997 Tommy. These actually all still have ink in them too. Move the marbles over for a minute. We'll take over here. These also have ink. I had these. I had this exact thing, this exact one when I was a kid. Not this one, but I always used to. I really don't open this much. There we go. Just trying to be gentle. I had these as a kid, and I remember I would rip them out the Pokeballs. Like that right there. And I'd just play with them as figurines. Yeah, like there was good quality in the toys back then. Yeah, there's still really good quality nowadays, I guess. But I don't know. I don't really think there is. But back in the day, I don't know. It's probably just my nostalgia talking. It's all generational differences. But all I know is that I just hope people like these. So let's see what's on this one. I'll actually use it here for a minute. You gotta remember these are 28 and almost 30-year-old ink. Trying to get a good picture here. Oh, there we go. Oh no, it's gonna run out. I never really wanted to use them, but these won't be hard to get. Oh, really sad moment in Pokemon on TV right now. But we're gonna stay focused because, as you guys know, I'm going through recovery, so it's really hard to stay focused right now. I'm through like detox and like it's really hard. So like, remember, guys, this is a safe space. If anyone's struggling, reach out, get help. It's not hard. I mean, fuck, it is hard. Oh, it's so fucking hard. But you'll get to where you want to be eventually. You'll find yourself saying you finally feel like you want to. I'm fortunate at that point in my life now before it got too late, because it will get too late. It will get too late, guys. Don't fuck around and fool yourself that it won't. But look at it's Jigglypuff actually moving. See, do jump, and then the music looks like yeah, it's cool. Oh shit. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just gonna show her. We can do the other ones another time, maybe like during a live stream or something. That's And I feel like longer videos are going to be more beneficial. So let's just hop right into the marbles. I'll lower you in there. There we go. 1 second, guys. Wait, there we go. Alrighty. Back to the marbles. Alright. So yeah, I think I covered... Oh, sorry. I think I covered that these marbles were made by Toy Biz, and it's a subsidiary of Marvel Entertainment, which makes toys and other accessories and other non-licensed Marvel things. So getting right into brass tacks, these marbles come from a Mexican city called Mexico City in the year 1930, and the first marbles they started producing, they were clay marbles. And then I think it was 4 years later, they started to, I think it was 1934. Yeah, they started about 4 or 5 years later, so maybe, don't quote me, they started producing glass marbles, and they were made on machines, so like good like traditional handmade marbles, like those are expensive and like obviously take a lot of craftsmanship to make. And believe it or not, I actually do know a little bit of knowledge about marbles from turn of the century marbles and like the authenticity about them. Don't quote me on it, I couldn't tell you right now, but I just need a light brush up on it because I watched an episode of Canadian Pickers, and a couple of episodes of them have marbles in them, and they're just kind of like when I go picking for things, sometimes they're like little niche things that it's like always look for marbles, kind of look for the little hints, but I can't remember now. It's been so long, but yeah, I just remember that it's out to me. And so the marbles come from a company called Vacor Marbles. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I mean, it's like Vacor, but and yeah, in Mexico they're called Vacor de Mexico, and yeah, they're machine made. And then in the United States, pretty sure they're called like Mega Marbles, Big Marbles, or something like that. Don't quote me, Lara. I think yeah, Mega Marbles. But now that we've gotten all that out of the way, I am sorry. I am so zoned out from. It's hard to stay focused. I'm really pushing hard to make sure I can get content out. So I hope you guys, if anyone else is struggling and feel like that, when you're trying to do something, don't stop. Just keep going. This is eventually going to get somewhere where I have more than a couple of views, which is cool. I don't mind it, but just more engagement would be cool. But I get it. These are long videos. I'll try and make them not so long. But so yeah, it turns out that it wasn't actually Vacor, that made the marbles. That when I was doing some research, it turned out that it was made by Marble King, which is that it is verified by the CEO. I think his name is like Bernie or Barry, something like Fox, something like that. But I think at one point they said the demand, was so high that there was like few 100,000 marbles or something like that being made a day or something like that. So like that's wild numbers, but I guess like back then, marbles have been crazy collectible since the dawn of like glass blowing and shit, which I don't know the facts on that, so I'm just gonna say since the dawn of time. But there is actually like no like really gathered images or information on the images that are printed on the marbles. So I guess we'll look at the marbles now that I'm done talking all about the history of marbles, so that we can talk more about the Pokemon marbles now. So I'm just let's on the marble history because I learned about it. Figured I'd learn about it while I was studying them. So yeah, there's that's a Growlithe. These aren't in mint shape by any means, right? I picked these up on Facebook Marketplace the other day, or I guess a couple months now. Yeah, we got Growlithe. I'm going to set them just in the holder for now. Trying to be quick with this, guys. There we go. Just turn around. Venonat. We got Kakuna. I haven't actually really looked at these yet. Just put them away when I got them, so I remember just flipping them around like that. So when I knew I would make a video, when I knew I would start, I should talk slower. When I knew that I would make a video, that's when I knew that I would want to keep them hidden, so I wouldn't know what ones. Oh, sweet, yeah, Gyarados. Yeah, hell yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, like when they made these marbles, um, they made them in 9 different colors. There's base glass is what they're called. Trying to keep the camera. Sorry guys, this is great camera work. I understand that. Just bear with me. There we go. Okay. Yeah, then that would go. That goes like that, and then I think I showed. So you can spin it. Then you would close it, and then you can see what marbles were in there. And yeah, there's a turning thing in the back, so it's actually pretty hard to turn. Like it's actually really fucking hard to turn. I think it's made for like it's just stiff. I don't know. I can't. He will not fucking turn. No. Maybe it doesn't turn when it's closed. Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. It's turning. Still, it's not easy. Those marbles are heavy. They're really heavy. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I put Gyarados in the front. No, that was ironic. That looks cool. These things look sick sealed, guys. Definitely looked them up. I wish I had some sealed. So, yeah, there's 9 different base glass colored marbles. There's a clear one. There's pale pink, pale yellow, yellow, light amber, dark amber, green, light blue, and dark blue. Like marbles. Just bear with me also, guys. I'm taking notes. Yeah, like I got everything written down on a little notepad. But so the marbles, there isn't one Pokemon, or sorry, there's 151 Pokemon. So that means there would be 151 different marbles. And then there's 9 different base marbles, which would make like base colored marbles. That makes it impossible, like feels like almost impossible for collectors to be able to like collect each different marble. Like if they want like one of each, say you want like that Gyarados right there, you want it in like one of each 9 base colors. Like you got to do that 151 times. That's wild. Like I'd be curious to know if anyone. I didn't actually look it up. Maybe I can look that up after this, and you guys can look it up if there is anyone in the world that hasn't like near complete, if not complete one. But I couldn't imagine. Like these things were. There was like a time when there was like first edition ones that had like a little white star on them, and apparently like there's theory that no, those weren't actually real first editions. That these got there when these were brought out. There were so many different lineups of Pokemon like officially licensed Pokemon toys and products coming out. That's why I like that's all I collect is licensed stuff. But there were so many coming out that it led all the stores to throw their marbles in the clearance and discount bins. That's why for what I was reading nowadays, yeah, well now, like if you look on eBay and all that, or ever run into a sealed box, maybe from like your local Zellers or like Walmart or some shit like that, it'll still have it'll have like a 50-cent sticker on it or something, and or like a dollar sticker. And so like the people, if they had enough time on their hands and knew what they would do, and they would paint them or something. People were saying, and like put a little star and then write first edition, and then like. So now collectors like confused is like were they, because no one like Toy Biz never said they did any first editions. It's never been confirmed, so it's kind of just like up in the air, and everyone's just like, yeah, they're probably not official. So it's just like it's official marbles with like it had been mutated, vandalized, so plagiarized. There is no first edition marbles. Like everything has a first edition. Right, they got a second run. Everything has a first edition, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it would be marked first edition. But so yeah, back to the fact about the 151 marbles and it being hard to collect. There's 5 trainer marbles as well, and they're I think it's an opaque mint green. They're beautiful, just just stunning marbles. It features Brock, Ash, Misty, Jesse, and James. So like the OGs, and that's the only way you can get those were with the collector's case. Excuse me, which I can't remember. I couldn't find a retail price on it. I didn't really look too hard, but probably was quite expensive because it would the collector case would. Hey, Shadow. Hey, no, buddy, come on, dude. No, technical difficulties. Oh shit, are you okay, dude? You fucking guy. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Shadow just my cat just jumped up out of a nap, almost jumped on the desk here, and can't have that. Not when I'm making this shit. It's just shared space with the cats. Okay, I want to keep this under 20 minutes, so I'm just gonna get into them. Things. Yeah, the Toys R Us. Toys R Us did an exclusive Mew marble with collectors. It was just one Mew marble in a pack. It was sealed, and they. There's this thing. I guess no. I guess you don't need to see my face. I was gonna say, you have the camera face me. But who needs to see that ugly mug? But yeah, and that's what they did. That was the way you would get the Mew marble. Because they didn't do it for Series 2 marbles or anything. It was just a one-time thing for Series 1. Like first generation Kanto, 151. If that makes sense. Pardon me. Okay. Yeah, so there was 3 series, though, of the 151 marbles. 50 in each category, which, yeah, would leave just the one. So, Mew, which is the Toys R Us exclusive. And apparently they were made in, like, huge bulk, like, mass production. So, apparently they're not, like, the hardest to get. So, if anyone has one for sale, hit your boy up. No, I don't care. I mean, that was... Like, I mean, I was thinking in my head there, as I didn't say what I wanted to... I didn't say what I was thinking. I was just saying, like, I get them off eBay, but I don't know, I haven't bought off eBay really much. Like, I always do, but I don't know, for some reason, I'd rather not buy off eBay. I'd rather buy, like, local, and local to me is, like, 2 people having conversation. I guess eBay is, but it's just, I don't know. I like eBay, I use eBay, obviously, but I don't know if that made sense. I'm just rambling now. Yeah, so I went over my trainer marbles and how hard they are, because you got to get that big, collector's case that it was a Pokeball that opened up and it had like pulled out, like kind of like an old CD case or something. Or it's hard to, yeah, you can just look it up on the internet. All right, I might even post a picture after I edit this video quickly. But yeah, so I'm pretty much sure that that's almost the end of it. I'm trying to think of anything else that I have in my notes. Oh yeah, they made marble pouches that had different Pokemon on them. Came with all different colors and whatnot. That was just to hold your marbles, and then they look really nice sealed too. Like they're just a little felt marble, like velvet pouch. A couple little drawstrings on it. You would pull, they were tight and hold your marbles. A little potato sack, and then there was the marble cases, which are these ones. You can strap on your belt and turn around, good protection. And then there was a Pokeball collector marble shooter, which was a little Pokeball that was electronic and shot marbles out, which reminds me of like the Beedemon, which are little Gundam things. If anyone remembers those from the back in the day, they're like tiny little Gundams that have holes in their bellies and they shoot out marbles really fast. They're Japanese. That's a whole other thing. I don't know the most about them, but I remember watching a bit of it as a kid and having a couple of the toys. And I just came across them the other day on somewhere. I can't even remember what sparked that interest, but yeah, that's all, folks. I hope everyone enjoyed this and it wasn't too awkward and it's a little shorter. And maybe you just get some more views and hopefully someone learned a little bit something new today. And it's just, yeah, sorry I don't have much to work with right now, guys. Like I said, I got 2 full storage lockers that I gotta get to, and it's gonna be a long journey. Like I said, I'm recovering from addiction and all that fun shit. So come stop by, skip ahead of the video if you want to just see the marbles, or yeah. Oh, I don't think I showed the weeping bell. That is, I don't. None of them else. None of them. Shit. Sorry. No, they're hard to grab. None of the other ones had like a battle animation on it. Well, no, I didn't think. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Oh fuck! I'll buy anything Pokemon.